Hello everyone. Well, it is summer and it's about 900 degrees outside. So I thought, well, why not do a gun review? Um, so new year, new guns. I've had some, I've sold some. You may not see them, but this one you're gonna see. And forgive the tape, it's just covering up the serial number. So this, as the title of the video may suggest, is a Colt 1902 military. And this particular one was made in 1916. It's 107 years old. I found this at a pawn shop, and we'll safety check it here. It's got a heel release, and it is unloaded. It takes 38 ACP. This is the more desirable version of this gun because it has the more modern type of hammer, and it has the full, it's a military version. It never served in the military, but that's what it's called. And it has the extended grip, one more capacity than the sporting model. And you can see here, let me check the lighting here. It's a little bit better, I guess. I really wanted to show off the kind of the patina. You can see the wear here. After 107 years, the finish tends to wear off. And it looks like somebody went over this with scrubbing pad and whatnot. Yeah, so most of the guns that I buy, I'm inspired to buy them because I see them in TV shows or movies or something. And it's hard to see, but the internals of this thing are actually quite nice. I could take it apart. Maybe I'll do that at the end of the video. But again, for its age, it's a really nice piece. And me, being a collector, and a everyday carrier of a firearm, I forgot where I was going with that. But so yeah, I was inspired to buy this because of the TV show The Greatest American Hero. And it was a TV show that came out in 1981, ran till 1983. And in the third season of the show, the character of Bill Maxwell, probably one of my favorite characters of all time, he was sort of an 80s conservative, and I am in no way conservative, but he carried two of these. He would dual wield them on occasion, and he had the military version, which you saw most often, and then the other one was a sporting version, which you rarely ever saw. But he carried this, and I remember seeing, I think it was on the A-Team actually. I grew up seeing the 1911, and which at that time, we just called the 45, or a Colt 45. It wasn't until the internet that I heard that people called it a 1911. But you know, I was familiar with the lines of the 1911, and when I saw this in the show, forgive all the, you know, visual noise in the background, I apologize, but it's just kind of it's the only way I can do this. When I saw this in the show, I was like, that's a really weird looking, it looks like a Colt 45, but the barrel's straight. It doesn't have the scallop here on the slide, and it has a really long barrel, and it's really straight. And I thought, well, that's really interesting. And so I did some research, and in the show they don't name it. And so I did my research and found out it was a 1902 military. And I looked at the prices and I went, holy shit. Things way out of my price range. And I said, well, that's one I'm never going to get. And I just happened to find one in a pawn shop, and well, the rest is personal history. And probably not going to be able to see them, but if you look at these sights here, imagine trying to sight anything with those. But yeah, so I got this, and I was like, oh wow, that's really cool, you know. And I was thinking, when I bought this, I thought, this is going to be one of my forever guns. You know, I'm never going to get rid of this thing. It's this thing, you know, all the way. And now I'm looking to get rid of it. It's just the nature of collecting, you know. I owned it, and I can say that I owned it, but it didn't light my fire in the way that I thought it would. And you know what? That's okay, because that's just how life is. And you know, by selling this, some other collector is going to be able to have it. They're going to have it for you know, the premium that I paid for it. I'm not going to make any money on this, just because, again, that's kind of the nature of the collecting. Sometimes you can make a profit, and sometimes you can't. And with this one, I don't think I will be able to. But yeah, this is probably the most desirable version of this gun, because it has the rear serrations, and it's not like the nail file kind of checkerboard pattern, very fine checkerboard. And because the earlier sporting models had front serrations, and like I say, it has this hammer, which is easier to manipulate. The older ones had a more rounded hammer on it, and yeah. But they don't even make ammo for this thing anymore, so you can find reloads, but I wouldn't feel comfortable firing reloaded ammo through this thing. Someone had taken, there was a ring that goes on here. Someone had taken that off at some point. Oh well. Yeah. So I just thought I'd show that off while I still have it. It's going to the collector shop tomorrow to be sold. So let's break this thing down, just for fun, so I can show you how it works. Okay, so there's a little, you can see this little button here. You press this, and I'm going to have to manipulate it with paintbrush here. And you press in, and then you see this little block. There you go. That falls out. And then there it is. It comes off. So, and this is the little slide block that fits in there. Very interesting setup. Super easy to break down. I love that. I have a 1911 style pistol that I'll show you guys. It's not an actual Colt. It's one of the. It's a knockoff, but it too is vintage and kind of special in its own way, of course. But yeah, so you can see in here, and it's actually in really good shape. And this is an all numbers matching gun. And if you get one of these, I wouldn't suggest dry firing it. Okay, so here's this, and you can see how the barrel moves. It doesn't bend up like it does on the later 1911s. And yeah, I was surprised by how nice this was. You know, I mean, it's obviously been fired, of course, but the bore is actually really bright. You can't really see it. Let's see it. It's surprisingly bright for being as old as it is, and I tried to buy one of these before last year, and I bought it and I got it and it was broken, and so I made the guy give me a refund. He was going to try and weasel out of it, but I invoked you know, an Italian woman's wrath, and he caved right in. So yeah, that is my Colt 1902 military. And that's my cat in the background. Apparently he thinks I can control the weather because he's not been too happy about this heat. Of course, neither have I. Alright, so there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate all of my subscribers and all of my viewers. Thank you so much. If you like this, you know, do the thumbs up, I guess, if you want to. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.